This morning, we're looking at how the holidays can affect seniors and why connection matters.
That's right. Nicole Carvalho joins us from Iwilei with more. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everyone. Yes, we are talking about the seniors this holiday season and what can impact them. And this morning, I'm joined with Jenny Cambra. She is the owner of Senior Helpers Honolulu. Good morning, Jenny.
Good morning, Nicole.
It is so nice to be here with you. Now, you're a mission-driven based company, correct?
Yes, we're a mission-driven for-profit in-home care provider, helping senior to age independently, comfortably, in the comfort of their own home.
So we're here to talk about stockings and all of the things that you're going to be doing for your clients this holiday season. But really, what we want to talk about is what is so important for the seniors this holiday season, and what people need to keep in mind, and also what you guys do.
Senior Helper is a non-medical in-home care providers that helping senior to continue live dignity, live with dignity, safety, and comfort in their own home. So we'll help people, for things around the house to improve their functional status. So like, taking them to doctor's appointment, helping them with grocery shopping, helping them to bathe, all kind of stuff.
The activities of daily living.
Exactly.
And a lot of that involves companionship as well, because seniors, they need to have dignity and feel that they can do things on their own. And I know you deal with people who have medical conditions and some people who don't.
Yeah, exactly. I think from the outside, right, it's easy to observe what they need physically, but it's hard to tell what they want, right, mentally. So there's over 21% of seniors in the state of Hawaii, which is way higher than the national census for elderly adults. And what we found, right, in servicing them is a lot of time they're really longing for good companionship. They don't get to see their family as they used to, right? They don't have a lot of friends around. So this holiday season, we really wanted to bring that quality of companionship to them, and to just be present and to talk story with them, to help share that holiday cheer with them.
Thank you so much, Jenny. And this is more than just stuffing stockings this morning. We are talking about what seniors need this holiday season, and we have the professionals here, Jenny and her team, to continue joining us talking about that. For now, I'm going to send that back to you guys at the desk. Reporting live, Nicole Carvalho, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
This morning, we're looking at how the holidays can affect seniors and why connection matters.
Nicole Carvalho joins us from Iwilei with more. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everyone. And I am here in Iwilei with Senior Helpers Hawaii, and I am joined with Sophia Chow. Good morning, Sophia.
Good morning, Nicole.
So first I want to show these very, very hard at work volunteers who are addressing cards to each individual senior that they serve and the stockings. And it is just amazing. They're here early this morning doing this, and the diligent work that goes into it is really makes these people feel special around the holidays. Now, Sophia, why can the holidays be especially hard for older adults?
I don't think a lot of people realize, for our seniors, as they're getting older, they're not able to move around as much. A lot of our clients, their family members, they don't even live on the island. So they may be spending their first holidays maybe after the passing of a loved one. So a lot of them, especially the ones who live alone, we just want to do something a little bit more to make the holidays special for them and make them feel loved.
A lot of connection goes into it. So it's not just, showing up to help with activities of daily living, or to help, remind of medication, or remind, to take a shower. A lot of it is companionship.
Yeah, definitely. Just like being there, talking story with them, giving them a listening ear, or just a shoulder, a hug. Just that companionship, really.
Absolutely. And when these stockings go to these seniors, what do you see?
Oh my gosh, just seeing their faces light up. That's the whole reason I applied to this job, being able to be there for the seniors. It just fills my heart.
And we were talking about that off camera. So the seniors, what they notice, can you give some tips to families, across the state of what they could do possibly for their loved one, a kapuna?
I would say, even if it's just making some food, writing a card, you don't even have to know them, but just having something to show them that they're still seen, they're still loved, will make them feel so much more better. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's about acknowledgement, right? It's it's about the caregiving, but caregiving isn't just physical caregiving. It's emotional caregiving as well. And as you can see, that's what these volunteers here are doing. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Sophia. So there is so much that we can do for our seniors and our Kupuna this holiday season, whether it's a card, whether it's a gift, whether it's a baked good, whatever it is. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio. Reporting live, Nicole Carvalho, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
This morning, we're looking at how the holidays can affect seniors and why connection matters.
Nicole Carvalho joins us from Iwilei with more. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everyone. And we sure are looking at how the holidays, what we can do to help seniors. And look at these caregivers all showing up so early to put together handwritten notes. They're even painting houses, which is just unbelievable that they're going to deliver their to their clients. And I'm joined this morning with Jenny Canberra, and Jenny is the owner of Senior Helpers Honolulu. Good morning, Jenny.
Good morning, Nicole.
So let's just touch on what Senior Helpers is.
We do provide in-home care services to elderly to help them continue age in place.
Okay, and to get to the nuts and the bolts of where are these stockings going?
So we have put up all the stockings for all of our existing clients, and we're gonna surprise them by delivering them to their house when our caregiver has, a shift with them.
So how would these stockings change a regular visit? I imagine, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Well, so this holiday season, we decided to give every client of ours a personalized stockings full of goodies. We're going to put something that is really useful for them, like jar openers, hand sanitizers, a personal note from their own caregiver showing how much they appreciate them being around. We wanted to add that kind of personal connection, to the elderlies and help them to share the holiday cheer.
I think traditions are so important, and why are they especially important to aging seniors?
Well, sometimes they feel lonely, especially during the holiday season, right? They may not get to see their family, or they may just suffer from, passing of a loved ones. So we wanted to encourage everyone, from our care team to their ohana to the people in the community, to really reach out to elderlies in your neighborhood, right? And to ask them, hey, how are you doing? And to also remind them, even though you may not be able to do all the things that you used to do, but there's still a lot to pursue, right? There's a quality of life, there's companionship, there's connection that we can continue to build with the elder generation.
Because there is certainly, this time of year can feel very different for various people. There can be grief involved, there can be happiness, there can be a combination of those things. And you guys really do everything you can to make sure that your clients are cared for in that way.
Yeah, so a lot of the clients may not be able to go out, right, to have lunch or dinner with their friends. We wanted to bring the Christmas to them, right, so they get to celebrate in their own home.
Thank you so much, Jenny. And just like Jenny said, if you know an aging senior, if you know anyone this holiday season who's maybe alone, who maybe lost a loved one, lost a pet, just maybe feeling a little down and out, just a little holiday cheer, if you could bring that to them, that would be really, really great and touch some hearts. Reporting live, Nicole Carvalho, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
This morning, we're looking at how the holidays can affect seniors and why connection matters.
Yeah, Nicole Carvalho joins us from Iwilei with more. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everyone. And it is true, connection does matter. So joining me right now is Sophia Chow. Good morning, Sophia.
Good morning, Nicole.
Thank you so much for being here. I want to talk about your position. You can tell me what you do.
I'm a talent coordinator here at Senior Helpers. So I interview caregivers, I onboard them, I orientate them, and I get them prepared to care for our seniors.
Perfect. And leading into my next question, so we're here, we're seeing everything that the caregivers are doing, a bunch of caregivers are doing to make the seniors' holidays a little bit brighter this year, right? So what does it do for the caregivers, though?
Oh, it fills their cup. I already know, because every time I interview them, I always hire the caregivers who are the most compassionate people that I know I can trust. When I'm hiring them, I just think to myself, will I be able to trust this person with my mom, with my dad? So I know when they go care for our seniors, they have that trust there and they have that compassion.
What a beautiful way to look at it, that you're doing it from the first person, like, would I trust that person? So, when these caregivers, they're so diligent in coming and making these stockings and stuff.
Yeah, they are. they really want to do the most that they can to make our seniors feel loved. You know, they build such connections with them, caring for them all the time.
And that's why this consistency is super important.
It's so important, not just for the caregiver, for our senior too.
Sure. So, I want to touch on the families watching. What can they do for their seniors? Maybe if they don't live with their seniors, maybe if they don't live with their kupuna, what can they do? Any gestures of aloha this holiday season?
Yeah, I would say, send them food, send them videos, send them letters, send them anything that, reminds them that they're loved, they're seen, and, thought about this holiday season.
So, you can clearly see that the clients of Senior Helpers of Hawaii are truly cared for as these volunteers and caregivers are here doing this for them to brighten up their holiday spirits. And, if people watching at home can do the same thing for your kupuna, for anyone really who is having a challenging holiday season or maybe alone this holiday season, that would be a great thing. So much love and aloha here this morning. Just passing that along, and I'm going to send it back to you guys at the desk. Reporting live, Nicole Carvalho, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
This morning, we're looking at how the holidays can affect seniors and why connection matters.
Nicole Carvalho joins us from Iwilei with more. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everyone. Yes, and we've been here all morning. We've been watching volunteers and caregivers put together stockings and handwrite cards for the seniors that they care for. But right now, we're going to be talking with Valerie Tyrell about the caregivers themselves and how it's important for the caregivers to be taken care of as well. Now, Valerie is the care manager. Good morning, Valerie.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. You and I were talking off camera, and for those of us who have cared for people, right, and we're going about our daily lives, and we still have to do this. It weighs heavy on our hearts sometimes.
Definitely. I mean, just caring for others is just such a meaningful job.
It certainly is. And it's, right now we're going to talk about how you guys are honoring the caregivers. I know you have some surprises planned, but also why do you honor the caregivers?
What they do is so meaningful. They work every day so hard, day in and day out. And so, part of our role here is to support them. As they meet needs, we meet their needs. And so if we can spread joy and love to them, aloha them for all the difficult work that they do day in and day out. We want to do that for them.
Also, we were talking off camera again about how, the community, just even if you're not a caregiver, but being out in the community, how you can make a difference.
Yeah, I really would want to encourage the community to get involved. Reach out to your neighbors, invite them in. Aloha them, give them food, pay them a visit. Many of the kupuna in our community, they don't have family in the home. And this can be times where they're really down and discouraged, and they just need some joy.
Christmas time is hard. It's supposed to be joyous, but at the same time, grief, loneliness, those things all come up. You think you're going to be at a party, but you could be watching a movie by yourself, if that, right?
Right, definitely. I just visited a client recently, and she was just recalling just the life in her home. But with the recent loss of a spouse, family that's moved away, our caregivers are the only people that she sees every day. And so if we can come in and elevate the quality of their life, we want to do that.
Thank you so very much, Valerie. Touching lives, really, truly just being there for people in their time of need and just being a listening ear at this time of year. And all times of year, frankly. Going to send that back to you guys at the studio. Reporting live, Nicole Carvalho, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Well said, Nicole. Mahalo for that. This morning, we're looking at how the holidays can affect seniors and why connection matters.
Nicole Carvalho joins us from Iwilei with more. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everyone. Yes, we are here at helping Senior Helpers Honolulu, excuse me. And, we've been talking all morning about the volunteers and the caregivers doing things to help seniors. But I really want to talk to you right now, the woman behind the mission, the vision, and what has driven her really to do this. So joining me is Jenny Canberra, and she is the owner. Good morning, Jenny.
Good morning, Nicole.
Thank you so much for being here with us. I know we spoke earlier, but you were telling me a personal story that really got you into this. So this is a mission-based caregiving business, correct? And talk about why you got into this.
Well, it's interesting. I used to work in hospitality back then, but I think what really got me into this is because of my personal story with my grandparents. Both of them suffer from dementia for years. They were physically healthy, but mentally, there's, really wasn't there. And they've been, living with dementia for over 8 years, and that took a total toll of my mom. I wish there was service like this back then to help with my mom.
Yeah, I mean, it's so often our personal stories in our life really push us to do what we're most passionate about and what we learn from, right, and what we wish we had at that point. You've built an incredible team of people, and talk about the caregivers and why this is so meaningful.
Well, the caregiver on our care team, I see them as angel. I see them as a godsend helpers. They're so, I think nice to work with, and I think what really touches me is everyone came, to our team with a why, with a very clear why. They're compassionate, they're patient, they're caring. It's the heart really matters. It's not really about the skills, but it's really the personality and serving heart that matters the most.
Because you guys can teach the skills. You have caregivers on staff that are don't have nursing training, but you also have people that do.
Yeah, we do have both. We have companion caregivers who help clients with the house chores, right, like housekeeping, transportation, shopping. We also have personal care assistant that helping people with the activity of daily living.
Reminding people to take their medicine, also reminding people to, just helping them to shower.
Yeah, we help them with, shower, bathing, dressing. We also help to remind them to eat, right, to drink, because a lot of the things can be prevented on the home level. So then, we're really helping them to stay safe at home, preventing falls, preventing, having UTIs, going to the ER, and ultimately help to reduce the medical cost.
Thank you so much, Jenny. So much knowledge here, so much care, so much compassion, so much going into this to make sure that our Kupuna is healthy. And again, just a reminder, checking in on your neighbors, on your friends, on your families this time of year, spreading the aloha. That's where it's at. Sending it back to you guys in the studio, reporting live, Nicole Carvalho, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
All right, mahalo, Nicole. Yeah, good reminder to call my grandma today. So
Hey.
always we can take away from that. This morning, we're looking at how the holidays can affect seniors and why connection matters.
Nicole Carvalho joins us from Iwilei with more. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everyone. The message here this morning is you are so loved. And that starts with loving the seniors, loving the community, and loving the caregivers as well. So I am joined this morning with Valerie Tyrell, Valerie, care manager, right? Yes. Good morning, Valerie.
Yes, good morning. Happy holidays, everybody.
So, let's talk about, we want to look at this really quickly, this You Are So Loved, which you put together for your caregivers.
Yes, shout out to So Love Goods for making this custom tote bag for the holidays. This is actually what we're giving our employees this year, just to remind them how deeply cared for they are by us and how much we appreciate them.
So we want to talk about, we talk about everything you guys do, right? Caring for seniors, caring for community. Talk about that, and then touch on why caregivers need to be cared for as well.
Well, caring for others is such a meaningful, hard job. And because they're able to go out in the community to care for our kupuna, they need time to have time to
for those of us who have done it,
yes, for those who have done it. So, having our caregivers just be able to just have a break, let them know that they're cared for too. I think they need the support as well as we do, because some of them, care for their loved ones outside of work. So if we can do something to spread joy in their life, we'd like to do that.
And you never know what someone's carrying on their heart, right? You don't know if someone's caring for a loved one at home while they're having to function out in the workplace, in the community, or whatnot. We never know what people are truly carrying.
Yes. It's exactly. And so, I think this holiday season, if we can just reach out, thank people who also care for their loved ones in the home. It is a thankless job, but it's so important. And so thank you to the community for just reaching out to the Kupuna this holiday season.
So talking about the stockings, when the stockings are going to be delivered, what's that going to be like?
Well, we're going to go to each door. We're going to surprise them. Their caregiver will be on site, and we'll also give them their gift as well. So we're so excited. We can't wait. We're going to be little elves this season at Senior Helpers Honolulu.
I see that, Joy, right there. The way you lit up right there, it was like you're waiting for that moment to do that for the Kupuna and the people that you serve. So I'm going to send it back to you guys at the desk. Nicole Carvalho, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
This morning, we're looking at how the holidays can affect seniors and why connection matters.
Nicole Carvalho joins us from Iwilei with more. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I have had the pleasure of being with these wonderful people who are doing such good in the world for seniors, Kupuna, and community. And it's even, if you look at the television screen in the background, I mean, I like want to jump on that train. Like, it's just so festive in here today and filled with so much love. Now, I am joined with Jenny Canberra, owner of Senior Helpers, and I am just, there's just so much emotion that runs through here for you and everyone else. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we all showed up, early and bright and with a cheerful attitude. And this is one of our core values that we want everyone to embrace and live on. Every time we show up at a senior's house, right, helping them, we want it to be pleasant. We want it to be cheerful. We wanted to bring some warmth and sunshine to their lives.
Because we were talking about, I mean, you may be the only person that particular person sees that day, right? Or even sometimes that week, that few times a week, you're the light.
Yes, our caregivers sometimes can be the only person have that frequent interaction with elderly, and a lot of our clients are longing, right, or look forward to seeing their caregiver, and especially when they work one-on-one for a period of time, it really gets to build that connection. And a lot of our clients, is in the age of 80s, 90s, naturally they don't have a lot of friends around them. Right. So we become the new friends and new helpers, entering their life at this time.
How many caregivers do you guys have?
We have close to 50 caregivers on our care team.
That's absolutely amazing. So let's getting back to the stockings, because that's a big part of why we're here today. We love what you're doing, and so talk about the stockings and how much goes into it, and look at the labor of love here.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends and family who wanted to jump on the cause to help us, getting those ornaments made, getting those stockings filled with goodies that we think will bring joy to a senior. I'm really, really grateful for their, contribution, and I think this is a fun time for us to get to connect with one another, doing some fun things in our office. And I think for me, that present truly matters.
There's so much, everything is very genuine and everything is from the heart. And to be in this line of work, it has to be. And as we talked before, future experience come from our past experiences, right? We go down different roads, and you had a personal connection, and I understand that. And many, many people do, many of our viewers.
Yes, I was the only child in my family, so growing up, my family really just poured their heart to me, and now I get to share my love and genuine, with my clients, and also taking care of our caregiver. That's very fulfilling, and I think that's the most fulfilling part of my job.
Jenny, it is so obvious, your dedication and the dedication of every person that I've spoken to this morning here. What more can I say? You guys have seen it all. So I am going to send it back to the desk. Reporting live, Nicole Carvalho, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
All right, mahalo for that, Nicole.